My name is Edwin Colon. My rank is airman. In 1968, in April of 68, we decided, the Navy, we went to Vietnam, which was the first cruise. And to my surprise, there were no more A4s. In 19, so they did away with the A4s going to Vietnam, and they had the A7s, which thank God they had nose wheel steering. But by that time, I had already been, I already come up, and I became an elevator operator. This was like the reward for being a wing rider, yeah. So they the Navy remembers you, and you're crazy enough to do that. You could do this for now, and that was nice. Even though there's some dangerous spots also in being, how you call it, a elevator operator. We did have a couple of incidents. I mean, just like anything else, being on the flight deck is just not a picnic. It is a dangerous job. As much as we try to make it as safe as we can, as much as the Navy tries to make it as safe as we can, it is dangerous. So, of course, we have incidents here and there. I happen to be one of the lucky individuals that very few things really happen to me. You know, you get hurt, you twist your ankle here and there, but let's face it, that's life. You're going to do that all the time. I was very, very lucky. First of all, I happen to have a job that, in many cases, when you ran the elevators, you ran 4 hours on and 4 hours off during flight operations. Flight operations go 12 midnight to 12 noon, 12 noon to 12 midnight. And it depends on what elevator you were in. Of course, number 3 and 4 were the same as number 1 and 2, but number 1 and 2 you didn't move as much. Most of the time, a lot of people didn't realize that we don't, when they're launching planes, you don't see elevators unless it's dire, something, happened that we had to send more planes out. But mostly all your planes that are flying out in that particular op are on the flight deck. So you do not move aircraft up and down unless, and you have to be manned, because a plane might go down while it's ready to catch and go up. If something happens, he doesn't have his flaps, or he doesn't have this, he doesn't have that, then push him to the elevator, and then I push him, take him down to get him out of the way. But all the elevators should be up whenever we're launching, in most cases that while I was running. But it did happen, you have 30 planes that would leave in one operation, and out of the 30 planes, there would be one plane that went down while they were getting it ready to launch. So that's what we would do. We would try to take it out of the way so that it doesn't disrupt the catapults. Of course, yeah, it's just a lot of jigging and going around. The yellow shirts are moving around. They'll wave. You have to be up and looking, because you never know when a yellow shirt will put a plane on your elevator and send it down just to get it out of the way. And then they would take it out, and you have to call down below, make sure that there's a crew down there ready to pull it out. So there's a lot. It seems simple, it seems like it, but there's always things that you have to do to make an operation, successful. But going up and down an elevator, I would say about 10 to 15 will be going up and down, but it's not during flight operations. It's usually in between, because as soon as the planes take off, you have to make the deck ready for the planes that left to come in to land, and that's when you'll be moving, getting ready to get planes to come in. And they usually take all the planes and put them up in the bow that they come in, and maybe once in a while a plane will be hot and they take them down to the flight deck because they needed to do some, down to the hangar bay. But that's about it. Right after the war, right after the first cruise, I did the elevator operator up and down, and then we came back after Vietnam.